How to work legally in the Turks and Caicos Islands. Welcome to Jack's Fanor TV. We're going to look at how to work legally in the Turks and Caicos Islands, and this program is brought to you by Global Advocate Solutions. Well, listen, Turks and Caicos Island economy is booming. A lot of jobs everywhere. You know, people from everywhere would like to come to Turks and Caicos Islands to work. But how does it work? I'm going to share with you quickly how it works. Now, if you would like to work in the Turks and Caicos Islands, first of all, you need to find a potential employer. In other words, a company or someone who has employment would like to employ you. Now, what do you need? So what you need is first to provide the following to this potential employer. You need to provide a copy of your bio page of your passport. You need to provide two photo size passport, a medical certificate, which is, not just easy to get done. You got to find out the information how to get that done. Maybe I'll bring more information about that. You need to provide a copy of your diploma, degree, or certificate if it is needed. And you also need to provide a police record or police certificate. It depends on which country. Some country call it records or certificate. And you need to provide those information to your potential employer. Now, your potential employer needs to provide the following to the government: a business license, a copy of his or her immigration status, the business license if it is needed, and that potential employer need to provide also two copy of newspapers of 2 consecutive week. Now, the next question is how the process will go. Now, when the employer submit that application with all the documents I just mentioned, the employer need to wait a little bit. Now, it's easier because the application can be done online. However, there are 2 departments in the Turks and Caicos Island government who will deal with that application processing. First is immigration. Immigration will investigate to see whether or not the applicant is allowed to enter or stay in the Turks and Caicos Islands. They're going to do their thing, as you know, background check. And then you have the labor department. Now, the labor department as what you call the labor commissioner. So what they're going to do, they're going to investigate to see whether or not there's not an islander or a citizen or permanent resident of this country who needs this employment or this job. If there's none, then you have a good chance to get that work permit. And not only that, the labor department also investigate to see whether or not the application is legitimate. So they're going to do all those little things to find out whether or not they can issue the work permit. And if everything is okay, then there's a good chance that you can get that work permit to come to work legally in the Turks and Caicos Islands. So that's how it is. Just find a potential employer and then you'll be able to come to work to the Turks and Caicos Islands. Thank you.